a salesman for a couple of different companies, but he sells high quality machinery, essentially, and parts for those machinery, and he does very well for himself. But my favorite story about him was my aunt had him on speakerphone one day, and he said, "Hey, can I call you right back? I'm about to go on an elevator." And she said, "Okay," and he never called back. So she's at my house like 3 days later, and my uncle calls back and goes, "Hey, I just got off that elevator."
What the hell?
He was kidding, but it's a really good gag.
That's amazing.
No, it's good that he remembered it more than anything. I'd have forgotten that. I'd be like, oh, yeah, sorry. Paul wouldn't have texted me back. He's rubbish.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Paul.
I don't feel loved.
Love-hate relationship, you know that.
It's very true. We're not like Ross and Rachel, but there's something there. Right. Should probably. Is everyone ready to go?
But you were recording that.
1 second.
Okay.
Little diatribe. Not really a diatribe. It's completely different.
I thought as we have our unofficial boss / fearless leader, I should probably give
Fearless
a slight run in rather than just go surprise like a normal.
I can say that no matter what you do, you will give a better performance than Robert De Niro did.
Can we talk about La La Land? Because I still haven't watched it. All I know is it won a fuck ton.
None of us have seen it.
I haven't watched it at all.
Are you drinking some chocolate milk?
Mm-hmm.
You have a little jammy Dodger too? Little baby jammy Dodger up in there?
No,
They have my initials on it. Fun enough, they've all got my name on it. They're mine.
No, I've got.
Love a good jammy Dodger.
That's my nickname at school.
Jammy Dodger? Is that where Jam Delay came from?
Kinda.
How am I just finding out about this now? How come it takes a guess for you to reveal personal information?
Well, like, it was my nickname at, like, junior school before, like, steel things, which I prefer.
Steelius Mark II. Not Mark
Exactly.
1, but Mark II.
That is because my first gamer tag was Stelius, and then I changed it to loads of stuff, then I changed it back. So it is Mark II. They just put that in because I'm cool. I am cool, but, you know.
I get shit from Tinks. Well, I have been for years, like even before we were together, saying that my branding for myself sucked. So that's why I moved everything over to Repency slowly. It's like, it's either Repency or IRQ Repency or whatever it happens to be.
But
there's a Repency on Xbox, and it's not me, and I've always been trying to figure out who it is. But my main Xbox gamer tag is Remesis, and like crazy people are like, "How'd you get that gamer tag?" I'm like, "I don't know. I've had it for fucking years."
I swear for a while, weren't you branded under Nephilim?
That's on PlayStation, yeah.
You should rock the Mark II, man.
Nephilim
People
Mark
think we're in a clan.
Rempency Mark II.
Man, that would be great. Because it's so weird because I did like the Nestea plunge from like consoles to PC. And, it was like, except at that point, I believe I was a few pounds heavier than I am. I'm 235 right now, but I'm 6'5", so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's like 235 pounds. James
like
yes.
28 stones. No, I don't know.
No way.
No, hold on. Let me do
28 stones is like a horse.
I know. I'm a big man. 235 pounds.
I have heard rumors about his tool.
In
Jesus
English.
Christ, I'm 6 foot and I feel short.
Hold on. U.S. pounds to... UK stone. Okay. Perfect. Did you know that there's this stuff? This is great. It's a calculator. I'm going to use it right now.
There's this thing, the internet. Like, not many people might have heard of it, but it has some cool stuff on there.
16 stone, 11 pound.
That's a fairly hefty human being.
Yes, I'm very large.
Play rugby.
I'm not fat, though, so I'm very thankful for that. I was a lot heavier than I used to.
Well, you said you're 6'5", right? So it's probably proportional. You look like a normal human.
Almost 6'6". I'm like that.
You'll get there. You're still growing.
Yeah. No, I stopped. Actually, it's funny because the last time I got measured and weighed and all that by the doctors, the old physical, if you will, like I think when I was 27, I had one. He's like, "You're still growing." And then when I was 28, he's like, "You finally stopped growing." I'm like, "Thanks, doc. You're great."
I think I stopped growing when I was like 14. I was 6 foot at 14, and I was like, yeah, you're done. Oh.
I like to
cool.
think I'm still growing, and that one day I will hit like 6'4", but I don't know.
I am still growing. I'm just growing sideways now.
You gotta, you know what
It's
you
the
gotta
North
do?
American effect.
You gotta cut down the pints and the poutine. You can't have the P&P, you know? No pints, no poutine.
Oh, but it's so good.
It's so funny because when I was visiting Tanks, there was a new poutineery that had opened up by her. It was an actual like place where you could go and get like straight up poutine, and I was like, yeah. And then I think we decided to go get like take and bake pizza or something, but I don't know. It's just one of those things.
Poutine is so good. Was it Smokes? Was it Smokes Poutineery? That's the best.
I don't know. I'd have to ask. I mean, I'm sure I'll be going there again. Probably not this coming month, but the one after that.
Wait, where does she live?
California, yay.
California.
Yeah, just cut that out.
Neat.
Okay. You're already making me do editing. This is way more stressful than normal.
No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to
Fearless
edit
leader.
it. Do you want me to edit it for you? I don't mind. Like,
No,
I do this stuff.
I've asked that many times. He insists, and then forgets to publish it.
You've never asked that. How rude.
I have.
Well, I haven't remembered that recently. It's not my best.
Whatever.
Work.
We'll stick to our reputation.
Are we showing off things we have in Lego form?
No, it's a Claptrap Funko Pop keychain.
Oh, I thought it was Claptrap
I
Lego.
could get my turbo tap. Turbo tank.
Turbo Tank. I have Tyrael and Reaper as well. Tyrael. It's so funny because I like opened up Christmas presents and it's like, Take's got me Tyrael. And I'm like, oh yes, and then Jacoby got me Reaper, and my son, I was like, yes, Reaper too. It's like, which one do I like more? I'll never tell.
You can't.
I've got Jon Snow and Jaime Lannister. That's it.
Yeah, I have those two, and Jacoby got me a Yoda one year for Father's Day, and I bought him Frieza and Cell, and Tinks had gotten him Goku Super Saiyan form, so now we have an even amount of pops, and balance has been restored in the world.
I have still about 10 at home, but it's like thousands of miles away now, so they're staying there.
It's only 5 for me. If everyone want to go
5 miles, yeah, pretty much is. You can go to my house, pick them up for me.
And then there'll be 1,000 miles less 5. Or something.
And then ship them internationally
Oh, hell
and
no.
get them through customs.
I'm out of that part.
I'd have to ship them internationally to you as well, Remy, even though you're a couple hundred miles away.
Yeah, I was actually recently less than 5 hours away from you, so that was interesting.
I love how...
Was that this weekend?
Yeah, that was when you were watching rugby in Rochester? Or was it Premier League soccer?
Yeah, I was watching it on the TV, but Premier League rugby.
It's just how, you say 5 hours, it's such a close distance. I'm like 5 hours.
Well,
that's the
in England, that's
entirety
the other
of...
side of the country.
Yeah,
You can get to France.
I can get to Scotland in 5 hours.
Well,
I
it
don't
takes
think so.
approximately
It's a fucking jet.
44 hours to drive from one side of from where I am to the other side of the country. So that's a lot of freaking hours when you think about it.
It's probably longer here, but I don't know.
I know to drive from here to Seattle, it takes 52 hours or something, and that's just insanity.
I imagine Toronto to Vancouver is probably something similar. But you got to go round the lakes.
I'd just fly.
Yeah, I think I'm 4 hours from Montreal driving, but I forget. I did it when I was 18 because you could go up there and drink a lot for really cheap.
Yeah, because it's Quebec. It's the same as the UK. Whereas Ontario is 19, which is weird for every reason.
Are there separatists in the UK too, outside of Ireland, of course?
Yeah.
Well, Scotland.
I mean, Ireland's technically separatist, but
I mean,
Northern Ireland's UK, and then Wales is UK, and then Scotland's UK. And I know Scotland I believe Sean Connery did not want to move from Jamaica to Scotland until Scotland was truly free or some shit. I forget what the quote was, but... And then he said something up yours, Trebek, I believe.
That sounds about right. Everyone, you know, has something against the English.
Apart from
the
me.
Indians.
The Indians love us. We did nothing bad to them.
You said Canadians or Indians?
Both?
It's very different.
We're a very friendly people and not at all associated with empires. So yeah, I guess I'll probably say hello now.
Is the call choppy for you guys as well?
This is where you need to input the... Yes, it is.
It is slightly,
I blame
yes.
Paul's internet.
I blame
Paul
myself.
took about 20 minutes to log into Skype just before this, so I'm blaming him.
Here, why don't we all turn off our cameras? That should help the call quality. Here we go. Cameras down.
Okay, turning mine off now.
I was
all right.
enjoying
Now,
school teacher Remy. At the school.
Yeah, this is Professor Remy when I go out in the field and talk to people about their computer issues.
Turning
Fearless
it off
leader.
again. Yes. I guess I should do
This is where you say, hello, everyone.
Oh, I've moved on from that. Thank you very much. We're now on a new and entirely
Did
more
you
cheesy.
just go, yes, and that was your entire sentence?
Alright, well, I'm going to just leave hosting up to you guys and say bye now as I'm getting already ruined. Alas.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the FluxCast. I'm
When was the
Paul.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, it's like he's here.
No, it's now the new and much more snazzy Hi and Hello Flux fans.
Ooh, very
Yeah.
nice. I like that one.
Yes! Alright, first
It's
bit
much
of-
better than my pleased as punch to be a part of the Ninja Pancake family of podcasts.
Oh yeah, we tried a spin-off of that and it didn't really work.
Yeah, Loot Shoot
I think
Lane
we
did
we
Super Thrilled as Soda, which cracked me up.
threw a soda.
I think we were jolly as juniper or gin for a while. I don't know where that came from.
Jolly as gin.
Jolly as gin.
'Cause I think we were together drinking gin, Paul.
That would probably explain it.
It was at the New Year's one. It was probably the New
Oh, yeah.
Year's one.
The second annual Fluxies. Good times.
All right, I literally just had to hold the microphone 2 hours.
I held the laptop. It wasn't like... It was a fair trade.
You could put that on the top of your lap. It's a genius, I know.
Alright, again, we're mostly insulting me. I'm not okay with this.
Sorry, it's just so easy to do.
No, but yeah, hi and
When
hello.
was the last time we had 3 people on this?
When Thomas
That's fine.
got very
Don't say
angry
me. Fuck James.
at trying to sign up for Ubisoft beta.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was classic Tom rocking. Look at it there.
Thomas is a very interesting creature because he's a creature of hate and vengeance.
He's like Darth Sidious.
I don't know if that's
He's
actually
down to
true.
Flux's Darth Sidious.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%.
It's...
He doesn't like fun.
No. A private of being, I believe he once quit. He stopped playing Fallout 4 because there wasn't enough space for him to have all of his mods, and as such, he put Bethesda on his shit list for a while.
Oh, I thought he stopped playing Fallout 4 because there were too many people. He couldn't be alone enough. His liking.
See, I'm more okay
That's
with
very
this trashing because it's not me. No, but everybody, hello, hi and hello. I've said that already twice now, or 3 times. I don't count.
Wait, have we started? We've started now, right?
Yes.
Okay. You said hello like every
Yeah.
5 minutes. I don't know what's going on.
You know me, I panic. Speaking is not really my
I mean-
forte.
It's just like a normal FluxCast week where I don't really know what's going on. But
That's
sometimes you've started and we're just talking and someone goes, "Have we started?" Like an hour into it.
and I say
You trick
surprise.
us with your tomfoolery. And other
Not to be
times we
confused
don't
with
start.
Thomas.
Okay, so we've all started now. Let's just be 100% clear. This is definitely a thing.
Remy does sound a little bit like Tom, actually.
Just we have to
It's a conspiracy.
We have to
Remy is Tom.
find a topic that he hates and see if we can complete the transfer.
Topic that he hates.
Yes, good. Good.
So we have our fearless
I know
leader.
he's a cowboy. Maybe he... No, that's just racist.
I'm not even going to ask. So
Can't say that.
the fearless leader / I've already forgotten what we called it. Boss man.
What?
I'm trying to think of what the titles we gave Remy before he
Unofficial
came on.
boss.
Unofficial boss. Thank you. Is here.
The new
Other than
TV
like a-
show from CBS Network, Unofficial Boss.
Like undercover boss, but it's just the
No,
guy
I like
in the office
Unofficial
everyone
Boss
likes. It's just the guy in the office that everyone likes and respects. Isn't really the boss, you know?
Would you like to introduce yourself, Mr. Fearless Leader?
Hello, I'm Remy Ransom. I founded Ninja Pancake with my good friend Patrick Watts. We used to do a show called Warlock School. Now we do a series of shows, and there are many people that became a part of us. So you guys were the only podcast that ever called us on the, hey, you guys said that anyone could join your network, so could you listen to our show? I was like, yeah, okay. And we didn't think we were going to get called on that. And then you guys became a part of our network.
Is that what you said, Paul? I don't know that story.
Sort of.
I was blissfully unaware.
It sounded better in an email than how Remy phrased it.
You guys let anyone in.
Hey, don't issue open-ended statements like that. I more than likely question them. But yeah, it was the start of a delightful love story, as I like to say. That culminated.
It was.
Those statements to the
It was a fantastical time.
It still is, hopefully. Unless you're telling us something, Remy.
Well, boys, the reason why I'm here today... No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, man.
I feel like I would say, Jay, introduce yourself, but everyone knows who you are by this point. Let's be honest.
I'm always here.
You are. You're like...
I had like a... what's it called? You have like a break.
Sabbatical?
Sabbatical.
A sabbatical, that's the one. And I'm back now. I'm here every time.
Woo! Because we love you. I think.
Right.
Who's we? This is the first time I've talked to Remy in person. Kind of, in person. Introducing each other.
Yeah.
You know?
It worked out pretty well. I'm actually a big fan of the show, and I don't have to say that about the shows because I can lie through my teeth if I feel like it. But I've always enjoyed your two's dynamics, and once in a while you'll have like Darius with a silent C on, and then Thomas or who was the other one? It wasn't Bucky. Was it Bucky?
Jordan.
Somebody with a B.
Jordan or Buck.
Jordan. Yeah,
Jordan
and there was
Buck,
Buck too. I thought it was Bucky
Buck
for
hasn't
some
been on.
reason.
Actually,
Buck.
I'm watching Winter Soldier.
That's right, the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. No, they
Darius has kind of been invisible to the human race for a bit.
It's because his
But now
name
he's
is
coming
with
back.
a silent C.
Exactly. He went as silent as the sea.
Yeah, he just appears every now and then and goes, "Hi, Paul." I'm like, "Hi, Darius. Hope you're well."
Yeah, first time in 2 months in our group chat, he just went, "Hi guys." Like, what? Hi. Where the heck have you been?
It's nice. It's just he likes taking elongated breaks from us all.
I mean, never mind that he's doing his masters or anything. He's just, doing nothing.
Screw focusing on life stuff. Life stuff is for nerds.
Says the person revising, probably after this.
Okay. Yeah, but we're aware I'm a
My
nerd.
son tells me that teeth are for nerds. He's just kidding.
Teeth.
But I'm like, you got to brush your teeth, Jacoby. He's like, Daddy, teeth are for nerds. I'm like, do you want to be like that guy you see on TV with the no teeth because he smokes? He goes, oh no, I don't want to be like that. I'm like, go brush your tooth.
You're here with two British people. We're not too keen on teeth either.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was the whole Austin Powers stereotype, wasn't it?
Exactly. I didn't know that stereotype even existed until I, came abroad.
Until you watched the
Didn't know it was
original
a
Three
thing.
Musketeers movie with Michael Caine, or Michael York.
It's quite like a
Wait, have I seen
perception.
that?
It's just a perception-shattering stereotype. Like, when I was growing up, I thought, oh, British, we're loved outside England. Everyone thinks we're dapper and smart and lovely. No, we have bad
Well, if you
teeth.
ever open a history book, Paul, you'd know that that's definitely not true. And I never thought that.
I thought the dapper
I
part
thought
was
we
at least
just,
true.
play... Yeah, and everyone plays cricket. Which is the worst game imaginable, I think.
And our accent makes the ladies go wild.
Although I always get asked if I'm Australian. Winning.
Do they ask if you're Australian?
Yeah. Australian or New Zealand.
That's something.
All the time.
I can only assume then your accent must be slipping.
I don't know why.
I'm assuming it's slipping. We need to get.
I don't think so, because people were asking us when I was with my family in New York, years ago, before I lived in Canada. I think it's just a thing.
You lived in New York previously?
Sorry?
You lived in New York previously?
No, we were only visiting, but people asked us.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say this.
Our connection's very choppy. I apologize. I'm hearing things like 20 seconds after you guys are talking.
Yeah, me too.
My bad.
It wouldn't be the FluxCast without technical difficulties.
I think we have several episodes just called Technical Difficulties, parts 1 through... I don't even know how
6.
many anymore.
Well, how many parts do we have? 26? So probably 1 through 26.
Can make a triumphant return as we have guest stars on. I just blame.
It's been fine for the last month, when it's just been us two, Paul. Now there's someone important on. It's embarrassing us.
Oh, I don't mind. I mean, we're doing podcasts from technically 3 different parts of the world. So, I mean, there's going to be technical difficulties over Skype, you know?
We are multinational, yes. We have now finally hit the multinational.
Globalization needs to get its arse in gear.
We just need some sort of correspondent from China to call in. And we have got a pretty secure power base, I feel like.
We could probably talk to Dean. He's in Singapore.
Just ring random people off our Skypes to try and get the most global podcast we can imagine.
Random people we met once from university.
Yeah.
We have a lot of listeners for Bombshell Jackets from Singapore, believe it or not. Like, we get, I think about 200 downloads an episode there, which always kind of confused me. I'm like, Singapore? That's so weird.
Oh, 200 downloads an episode. We get 200 downloads total, I think.
In 3 months. But it's partially our fault for taking an elongated break between the months.
That's
Well,
true.
Yeah, I did that with my morning coffee, and I lost a lot of my listeners, actually. I mean, I still get a lot of them who email me, like pen pal status almost, but I don't really get as many listeners as I did, because at one point I think I was getting maybe anywhere between, it's a small show, so it was 800 to 1,000 per episode. Now I get anywhere between 250 to 700 per episode. So I mean, it kind of just happens. I mean, it's a tough show to listen to, I'm sure.
Whoa, that's a big
that's
discrepancy.
It's a big small show, is what I'm liking. It's a small show, only 800. Oh, alas.
I won't tell you what Bombshell does.
We must be microbial.
I think I saw the tweet.
No,
of what
I don't even know
Bombshell is.
how many do we get. I don't even know.
I haven't looked for a while. I know we've crossed 1,000.
Probably my mum.
We've crossed 1,000 total, which was
Woohoo!
no. I remember there was a tweet that Bombshell was getting more than the Division's actual podcast, which still makes me chuckle.
What? Really?
I believe so.
That is
Wait, what
pretty
happened?
amusing.
I'm sorry.
I want to say there was some sort of tweet that I saw that weren't you getting more listeners as Bombshell than the actual Division podcast itself?
Actually, in the beginning of our year anniversary, the community manager Hamish Bode recorded like a brief intro to the episode, and he congratulated us on our year anniversary for the show, and then said, which actually gets more downloads than the official Division podcast. That he's like, my name's Hamish Bode, and you're listening to the official Bombshell Jackets podcast. It was really, really nice of him. He's a great guy.
That would be cool. Well, I'm sure it was.
Yeah, no, really, really down to earth dude. So, I mean, you don't meet many people like him. Like, you kind of, like, I've been media for probably since 2010. I used to write articles for a publication that is no longer on the internet, but it was like one of the biggest independent websites for like video games back in the day. And a lot of writers who wrote for like IGN and stuff started there. And so I wrote for these guys for a little while, and you know, it's kind of cool because you meet all sorts of different types. Like, you can meet like snobby people, and you can meet people that are just trying to push you a piece of garbage. But then you can meet somebody who cares about their product, and like, and it's not because it's their job either. I'm sure it helps, but you know, they do a really good job at Massive with you know, keeping the community happy despite what salt there is in a lot of communities. Like, I mean, Destiny went through its share of salt for a very long time, so. You know, it's just one of those things. It's nice to see.
It's going to be the entire lifetime of the game is going to be bitter, bitter, bitter. You imagine Deej doing that, Paul?
I think community manager is a tough job in general, because you're more than likely just dealing with people giving you shit.
Yeah, I'm sure you need to be like naturally chill.
Very.
We should make Tom community manager. See what happens then.
Oh, he would be a great CM for Down to Flux. You guys should just get him on board and be like, "Yo, I am the community."
Well, he
manager
runs our Twitter.
TCF.
Well,
is that who it is?
Can't be bothered. Because he can't be bothered to log into his own. Honestly, he just stays there. If it's anything like a link at all, it's me or Paul. If it's like, I did this, it's Tom.
Yeah, the moment it's something hate or angry, it's Thomas. Just leading the way.
I think probably 3 times a week I have to delete stuff. It's like, Tom, no, you can't say that.
The thing I do like about having a group Twitter, though, is that we've managed to make ourselves look like we are highly schizophrenic.
That's true, yeah.
When we don't tell one another something, and we'll either respond or tweet the same thing. Do a slightly different wording. It's just like,
we tweet the same thing twice. Yeah. Oops.
It's a fun time of our lives.
It's a tumultuous roller coaster.
So, where did you used to work then, Remy? Now I'm going to dig into the Remy Ransom media.
It's no longer on there, but I mean, if you search my name, it'll show you my my media profile from like Zoom Info or whatever the hell the website was that used to track us all. But it was the Adrenaline Vault, avault.com. It's weird because Watts from Warlock School, myself, and Mark Turcotte and Chris Maselli, who started Guardian Radio together, but Mark still hosts. We all started there, so that's where we all kind of met. I mean, I know Chris in real life, but and I know Watts in real life, obviously, but you know, Watts and I used to just play MMOs together, and like once in a while shooters, but I'm notoriously known for being angry at shooters because I've broken like 2 desks, and you know, it's just one of those stupid things. But I used to be very good at shooters.
I'm telling you, like, Remy is Tom.
Man, I'm an older, wiser, happier version of Tom, I believe. And having my kid actually did that for me quite a bit.
I wouldn't like Tom to ever be in charge of a human being. I'm not really happy he's in charge of himself.
Doesn't he work at a retirement home?
I think he wants to go into. And he's
I
training.
can see him killing patients.
Dr. Tom Vorkian.
Yeah, he's training to become a physiotherapist, I think.
Yeah, I think it was physio. Something about physio.
Something.
Sports therapy, something like that. Something strange that I didn't expect Tom to do.
Yeah, something caring about people.
Yeah.
See, I still can't believe you've broken 2 desks. Like, how?
Yeah, I mean, they weren't. One was during Chivalry. We were playing that, and I couldn't figure it out because I was just like Watts was telling me to move the mouse back and forth to swing harder, and it wasn't working. And eventually, it was kind of a very flimsy, like Walmart style desk or IKEA style desk, and I hammer fisted it, like just swung my arm up and dropped it down because I was so fucking pissed off, and a big crack emerged, and then all of a sudden, like a piece of it just like started to fall apart, and I was like, "Oh shit! I broke a desk."
It's like that. It's like that film 2012 in desk form.
Yeah, almost exactly like 2012. It was more fun than most movies I've probably watched in the last few years, but
it's definitely more fun than the last film I watched.
Yeah, you guys have been watching a lot of movies lately. So, like, what was the last film you watched, James?
Manchester by the Sea. Not exactly the cheeriest film in the world.
That was Casey Affleck,
I mean,
right?
it's yeah, he won Best Actor for it.
Oscar winner Casey Affleck, please.
It's good. It's very good, but like Jesus Christ, it's glum.
I love Casey Affleck and James. Is it Jim? What the hell is Scott Conn in the Ocean's movies where they just fight each other the whole time and bicker?
Yeah.
Like, it cracks me up.
I just love how.
And then I watched. That's the only thing That's the only other films I can think of him being in. Honestly,
I want to say he was in a cop film a while ago about some epic bank robbery, but I couldn't remember the name of it or what actually happened in it. But I remember banks were robbed. He played a cop.
It can't
that was
really
shot.
have been too good then.
No.
Oh,
I think he was shot as a distraction.
was it R.I.P.D. or was that his brother?
That's Ryan Reynolds.
Distraction.
I'm now going to find.
Oh yeah, that's the bad Ryan Reynolds one.
Well, that's just Green Lantern, please.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Casey Affleck.
Green Lantern was awful. I was at the drive-in movie
which is a
theaters.
great film.
I have never been to a drive-in, sorry, like a movie theater. And everyone says
I have been wanting to go. There's one like in the next town from where my girlfriend lives, and I've been telling her I'm wanting to go for like 3 years. And the closest we've come is getting there, finding out the film we wanted to see was sold out, and then going back home. I've been to one, haven't actually seen a film in one.
The idea of it just sounds really cool. It's just something that it's one of the things I'm like, huh. If I ever visit America, that's on a list of things I'd like to try. Along with shooting
I want to try it this summer. There's a
You should go
cinema
visit California.
in Toronto during the summer where the screen is on like a platform and floats around the harbour.
That seems.
How about that?
Wait, so you're on a boat?
No, wait, I think the screen is on a
The
boat.
screen is.
If you get some bad water, that's going to be a
Screen's on
terrible
like a
film.
big pontoon thing. Oh. And you're on the land in the harbour.
Yes, I'm imagining if you're watching a Bourne film and it's slightly choppy waters, that's going to be one hell of a shaky cam experience. And
right.
Impossible
The
to
only
watch.
problem is, also in the harbour is an airport with planes landing kind of every 2 minutes. So I'm not sure how much you'd be able to hear of the film.
Yeah.
It's a cool idea, but I'm not sure they thought it through very well.
No. I was going to say, the last film I watched was John Wick. I need to see John Wick 2.
The first, yeah, I was going to say.
Because my only just A, John Wick 1 was epic, and B, if you're watching John Wick, I can highly recommend a Twitter feed to read while watching it for delightful live tweeting.
Oh, I thought you meant if John Wick was watching. If you're watching John Wick, like Keanu Reeves. Like,
Please love us. Ugh.
Canadian, don't you know?
Everyone's Canadian now, I think.
I'm not sure about that. There's not that many Canadian people. Half
Everyone
the people in Canada aren't Canadians.
Everyone we seem to talk about, you miraculously claim is Canadian. This seems to be a recurring theme for us. So now, celebrities are just becoming Canadian. Or I didn't know beforehand, and somehow now you move.
Well, that's because we were talking about Ryan Gosling last time, and he lives down the road. He went to the same school as Nina. Oh no, his mum's a teacher there. I don't know. I can't remember.
That's interesting. I actually listened to that episode, so I remember. But, I haven't been to the movies, and I think probably since I saw Passengers or Travelers or whatever the hell it was, the Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt movie.
Pratt and yeah, I haven't seen
that was okay.
My brother said it was all right.
Yeah, it was a date night movie.
Aww.
Yeah. Yeah.
It sounded
That was
more
the longest
thrilled.
ever.
I mean, it's just Remy's response didn't sound exactly thrilled.
No, I'm trying to. I'm listening very carefully because the audio keeps breaking up. So I'm trying to understand what everybody's saying so I can comment.
Yeah, that's entirely my bad. My internet is notoriously
It's okay.
poor. See, the one that I do want to see though is Power Rangers.
Of course you do. There's a massive poster for it on some of the subway stations now.
I mean, it looks equal parts ridiculous, but then Bryan Cranston's in it, and I think you'll have to be sort of good.
It looks interesting.
I'm very skeptical about it, but I've never really been a fan in the first place. So.
My favorite,
excuse
me. My favorite moment was I was in like the sixth grade, and they had a commercial for Power Rangers, and they had Zach, the Black Ranger, come on, and he was black, and he's like, "Hey, I'm Zach, the Black Ranger," and like one of my friends was like, "Yeah, we figured that out." I was like, "Okay." That was always like kind of the crux of the Power Rangers because they tried to make it very
multicultural.
Yeah, multicultural. Thank you. Just like Assassin's Creed, but I think they kind of failed, and it was more of a more prejudice than anything else. But it's a whole other story.
My biggest issue with the film is just the lack of spandex in the suits.
Yeah, that's what's putting me off. The lack of spandex.
The suits seem like actual suits now, not some spandex with an overly...
Yeah, they're going full superhero, it seems.
Yeah, it's... What was it? It's... I think my first reaction when I saw it was, it looks like Destiny's happened to the Power Rangers.
It does a little bit. Except, what's her name?
It looks
Rita
like they couldn't
Repulsa
get the
looks kind of
licensing
like
rights to,
Kerrigan from StarCraft. Interesting.
I've never thought of it as Voltron now. But now,
Are you kidding me?
Former Rangers.
It's the same. It's the same practical template as Voltron.
I've never seen the outfits as Voltron, but Voltron has become my love child recently. The new Netflix series has been watched a lot, and I think I have 3 Voltron T-shirts now. It's a fantastic.
If you
show.
get 5, do you get a coat?
No, you form Voltron when you have 5.
The 5 T-shirts become a giant
humor.
robot. No, it's a great show.
Oh, that would be interesting.
There is also, in my search for Voltron-based stuff, there's a Lego Ideas project that's currently in review that will make you be able to have all the 5 lines and you can combine to form Voltron. I immediately pledged my support.
That would be awesome. I still want like a Lego architecture CN tower, but they're all rubbish.
Yes, but that's because you're Canadian. I feel like if
Not yet, I'm not.
Faux Canadian. If you were anywhere in the world, I feel like you'd want a Lego architecture of where you are. Just, you know.
Yeah, it's almost like you know me.
Surprisingly. And somewhat painfully, yes.
Ouch. Man.
I feel like you guys are about to break into like a friendship song. Am I wrong with
below
that?
the belt.
Because we're the 2 best friends that anyone could have, and we're the 2 best. Nope.
It was close.
That's the only word of that I know, only phrase of that song I know. I can never get any past it.
Just repeat it again and again. Get away with it. It's fine.
Until someone either laughs or goes, shut up.
It'll be like that Jumpman song. Jumpman, 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 Jumpman. Well done. You can write brilliant songs.
Oh, for a second I thought you were going to mention Scatman.
Scatman. Oh no, that's next level. What about Scatman's World?
If they say if you want like terrible songs, that's where you go to.
Well, you go back to our university pre-drinks.
Pretty much.
Always ended up at like Right Said Fred.
We were diverse, is how I like to think of it.
We were eccentric.
And drunk.
Did you make a Right Said Fred reference?
I did.
Holy shit. Alright, keep going. I'm listening.
we quoted with attention, quick.
We used to, instead of like trap music and rap at university, we used to just listen to Right Said Fred and drink.
I could see that. On your favorite cassette player, or was this like...
Cassette player? Oh. I wish I was that old.
What's a cassette?
I actually found a Right Said Fred cassette like on the ground when I was in college, and like I watched someone run up to it with like a pair of the biggest Doc Martens that you could ever imagine, with like spikes coming out of them, and just crushed that fucking thing.
I don't.
Oh.
Oh?
In fact, I think we didn't. Wasn't there a drinking game we had for a Right Said Fred song?
We had a lot of drinking games,
I
none of
remember.
which make any sense to me now that I'm no longer in the moment of university.
Well, that's true.
Like, half of them are all based around just saying thank you when you receive the damn item. Which now I'm like, huh.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Like, but for some reason, in the moment of university, you never have any clue to say thank you. And you're just...
I blame you, Paul. You were running it.
If this podcast will teach you anything, don't let me run stuff ever. I do well as like a...
Well, I try.
I do well as a senior management / backroom presence.
Senior management? You'll reach that glass ceiling at middle management, my friend.
And the circle is back to me. Excellent.
If you were pushing your luck, you need to be put back in your place.
So quick, divert onto somebody else. So Trump.
That accountant that screwed up the Oscars. How about that, eh?
Yeah.
You've ruined film.
I don't like how the Oscars has now ended up.
Steve Harvey.
It's just like somehow never trust an accountant to do anything that's not numbers. That's where they first went wrong. And B, never trust accountants anyway.
My dad's an
I feel
accountant.
really confident with that. Paul's an accountant.
And I would say don't trust me. My job is to help you save money, which I then take surreptitiously.
I feel great about that, having just sent you my tax forms to do.
I do.
Great.
You will be receiving an invoice from me.
God's sake.
Man,
I can pay you in
just
love
sang
and
the
affection.
friendship song?
It's it. Invoices for hugs and kisses and love. Or something more manly. Beer? I don't know. I don't do
Beer?
man.
Only if it...
I was going to say...
No, I don't have any beer to give away. It's all for me.
I'm going to say manly is not really my remit.
That's true. You did have a collection of towels.
I still do. And I
You
was
still do.
quite proud yesterday when I bought
Are they cashmere?
when I bought some skinny jeans. Man, I do not
Are
fit well
they?
together.
Are they Egyptian cotton? Not the jeans. I don't think the jeans will be Egyptian cotton. That would rock, but no.
That'd be one soft ass pair of jeans.
Right. Talking of completely, manly things, I am now going to see Supercross on Saturday night.
What is...
I don't know the first thing about Supercross. It's motocross.
But more super?
But more super, I guess. I'm not sure. It's at the baseball stadium in Toronto, and I'm going to go with Nina's dad and Nina. And watch, but I don't know the first thing about it. I know bikes have two wheels. That's it.
I'm going to defer to our...
They ride around on the dirt.
Wait.
Seems ineffective. Ride around on the roads. Quicker.
I know. I'm sorry. It's tough for me to keep up right now.
Nuts. So I was about to defer to... I want to find the correct description of it. Our punk... wait, no. Our part-time
What's
skateboarder,
happening?
who, to see if he knows anything about Supercross. Mr. Ransom, please.
I don't know anything about Supercross. Is that where they're in the arenas doing tricks on dirt bikes, or is this the actual motorcycle racing?
I think it's both. Quite honestly.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Then,
know
yeah,
the first thing about
I
it
know-
either.
I know a
I've
little
just
bit
been
about it.
Asked if I would like to go, and it looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's like when someone asks you to go to a monster truck show, you go to the monster truck show at least once.
Yeah. I just want to see guys with basketball-sized testicles jumping hundreds of feet in the air.
So speaking...
And maybe a few crashes. That'd be fun.
So speaking of basketball-sized testicles, because of Bill Paxton dying, I spent an awful lot of time looking at the Apollo space program, and it must have been a lot of cojones to actually go on those rockets for the first few times. Just...
You need a lot of cojones to go in the rockets at all.
Well, yes, but especially the first few times.
But especially.
When it was all...
You're oh, now you don't need anything. Now it's easy to go to space.
It just seems...
Not Futurama just yet, Paul.
No, but it just seems like when it was all quite a lot of guesswork about how well this is going to
Oh, yeah,
go.
for sure.
It
Sure.
just seems ridiculous. But space and balls.
Final Frontier. Space and balls. Space balls.
Feel like that's a film called Spaceballs.
I think it's a Rick Moranis film, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Yeah.
Isn't...
With the Darth Vader's massive head thing.
Darth Helmet.
That's... What a name. Why have I not watched this film before? Mate.
Because you're a disappointment? I don't know. Lord Business?
Lord Dark Helmet. Ooh, that's a Lego thing. Has anybody seen the Lego Batman movie? / is it any good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next question. It's not as good as the Lego movie, but my god, is it fun. And really funny, actually.
I don't...
Maybe that's because I like Lego and I am a man-child, but it's really funny.
Man-child for the win.
You giving a little applaud down there?
To being man-children, yes.
Don't know why I said down there. Lower than me. Peasant.
Again, why are we hating on me? I'm not okay with this. I liked it when we had someone else to bully. Bully someone else, James.
I'm not going to bully Fearless Leader, am I? Come on.
Shut up. It's my response to that. My side. Team Brits first. Or something. I don't know. I'm rambling now. Words. James.
Numbers, math.
What were we talking about earlier? We were talking about something. Oh! Shadow of Mordor's getting a sequel. Because someone leaked the... Oh, you told me this, Paul. Go ahead.
Target leaked it. It was excellent. Before anyone even announced it, Target, I guess, had a poster taken a picture of. That wasn't a sentence. Had the picture of the poster. Something like that.
You're not doing much better.
Something like that makes sense. But basically, it came out through Target before it came out through EA?
Whoever makes it.
I feel like
is it EA?
EA is just kind of my go-to.
It's Monolith.
Damn.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Well, EA was just the publisher, people.
In an attempt to I say the article I've just found has the opening sentence, in an attempt to control the PR disaster that is inevitable following that kind of leak. Excellent.
It's good news.
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking to Buck about this earlier. They completely ruined the original game with the final boss. So hopefully they don't do it this time.
But why would you not want to end on a QuickTime event?
I love those. The entire final boss was a sodding QuickTime event. And then you were done,
What
and I was
game
like,
is this?
are you for real?
Shadow
of Mordor.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought we moved on to something else and I missed it. Keep going.
We're the British, we never move on.
Long live the Empire.
We always hold a grudge.
Yeah, I don't know. QuickTime events
Against the
just...
French.
Why? It's the least...
I don't know. I mean, Shadow of Mordor overall was like a really good game. I mean, as far as I saw, even critics that are normally cantankerous about things were even well received of it, or it was well received by them.
I said exactly this to Buck. Like, it's a fantastic game, and I was loving it. But the final boss battle that is entirely a QuickTime event was just... After that, I was just kind of like, well, that's kind of ruined the entire thing for me. And I didn't bother with any of the DLC because I was angry. But I really enjoyed it, like the rest of the game. Disappointing.
Yeah. It was the first game that I had bought for my former father-in-law for a while, and like he ate that game up because he wasn't really big into Assassin's Creed, but he liked the first two or whatever, and stopped playing after that. He's like, oh man, it's like Assassin's Creed, but in Lord of the Rings, I can deal with this. Like, all right, cool, dude.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
The Nemesis system
and better than
was
the
pretty
Nemesis
neat.
system was very good. I was going to say it's Assassin's Creed, but Lord of the Rings, therefore better than Watch Dogs, which was just Assassin's Creed on an iPhone.
Though that Spider Tank game was pretty fucking legit.
The thing that always confused me in Watch Dogs was I could never escape anybody in a car just because you had to drive around till you found either an explosive vent or one of the little...
a special zone.
It was all like the barriers that raised up, and I was like, yeah, now I've escaped.
Yeah. You think people would look in one of 3 positions where you could hide, but no, they'd never learn.
It's those barriers screwing over everybody. And I say that I'm just annoyed that because of studying, I cannot join Tinks in the inevitable binge of Horizon Zero Dawn, which has conveniently replaced Remy.
I forget you've got a PlayStation. I'll just go with that.
Yeah. According to the Twitter, Remy has been replaced by a game.
Oh, I
that
saw
was
that.
That was really funny because she does that purposely because she knows I have my notifications turned on for her when she tweets. So I was like, "What? I'm not with you right now." And I look at the picture to see what she had done, and it was that game. So I'm gonna bring Tyrael, the Funko Pop, in my car tomorrow, and just take pictures of me and him just to get back at her. I'd be like, "Oh man,
just hanging.
Be my boy Tyrael getting cheese fries."
I'm now imagining some growing competition between the two of you of who can take their new thing to the most ridiculous place.
Yeah,
we should
well,
just take a picture together, Paul.
Oh, that would be funny.
Just thinking
yeah, she's actually going to be here in a couple of days, so that'll be interesting because I know she's bringing that with her. So that'll be fun.
It'll rustle her jimmies.
Wait, she's bringing it with her?
The game, yeah.
Well, you're going to have a weekend of being like, okay, I'll just sit over here.
I'll sit nearby.
No, let me tell you guys about something. While she has her Bae, I have the warm embrace of the Dark Lord of Terror, Diablo. So I can always just play Diablo.
I thought you were...
Oh, gotcha.
I thought you were leading off with your beard then, but yeah. Diablo works.
That spicy works third leg. Cow level.
I need to find more people to play Diablo with. Mostly because it's quite hard to level up by yourself.
I had it on PC,
Xbox,
binged
right?
it forever.
I have it on my Xbox and I have it on my PC as well. But considering my laptop
on PC
struggles to load up Skype.
Yeah, I play hardcore, but if
Maybe
you guys
I
ever want to
should,
power level,
get
I
it
can
and play
power
with-
level you.
Play with you, Pauline.
I feel like it's hardcore nothing with Diablo. I like
It pretty much is.
dying. It's like a slightly more intense Dark Souls.
You like dying?
In video
Really?
games, I don't...
I got that, you moron.
Also, this wasn't like some sort of emo cry for help.
No, you did go through that phase, man.
I did. I could never grow the
pictures.
fringe, though.
You're kind of very limited for hair, aren't you?
Yeah. My fringe gets to a certain point and stops. My stubble gets to a patchy goodness and stops. There's some on my arms.
Goodness is an opinion.
Patchy.
A strong word.
Averageness? I just can't grow a beard, really, and it makes me sad.
Do you have anyone in your family that can?
My brother and my dad.
Your dad can?
How old are they, respectively?
Brother is 29, 28, something around there.
Oh. Yeah, Paul, I couldn't really grow a beard until I was about 25, so, I mean, you got time.
One more year.
I had it on both of you. I was in university, wasn't I?
Yeah,
I had to shave it off because I looked like immigration might question me.
Yeah, you just kind of one day didn't have a beard, then the next day I was like, oh, you've changed.
I think it was just being around Tom.
Yeah.
This is the person whose nickname was literally Beard at university.
Way too many people in my life have beards, and I don't. And I'm now...
Both Toms.
Yeah,
Me.
I'm now kind of holding out if I don't have it by 30.
Terry has a beard.
Hey! That feels like an insult on
Oh wait,
me.
Terry is a beard for you, right?
The world can't know our true love.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, beard is... Facial hair is a goal I have in life. It's a small goal, but...
You don't ask for much, but what you do ask for is important.
I mean, just the idea of having thick stubble looks cool and appeals to me. I don't want kind of the full, I look like I'm on Lord of the Rings and a wizard, or in your case, James, I look like I could fit in Syria. I just want some good quality stubble where I can be like, I'm just a handsome man, accentuated with stubble.
Yeah, mine is very patchy, but it grows so quickly. Oh man!
Why the?
I'm not complaining. Like, well, I am complaining. It's patchy,
So I'm pretty sure our man is
and razors are expensive. Okay,
just get a straight edge.
I will die. I will kill myself with one of them.
Straight edge razor is a technique that I've set aside for future Paul to learn. Once I have the attention span to know I won't kill myself.
You will also kill yourself.
That's why future me is doing it.
Future beard?
Future bearded me will have a straight edge razor and will be entirely badass.
I feel like that's a new DC universe that you're trying to build there. How many times have they been rebooted at this point? There's like New 52, and then there's whatever we're on now, and then something else. Fucking DC.
Oh wait, there was...
Well, you say that, but they did win an Oscar before Marvel did.
What'd they win an Oscar for?
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad?
For what? Wait, what did Suicide Squad win an Oscar for?
Something.
It was best makeup. But they still won an Oscar before the Marvel extended universe.
I can see
Cinematic universe, even.
The delight that now is. After you, please, Remy.
Realistically, the Suicide Squad animated DC movie was better than the movie.
The DC animated movies have always been excellent, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to thank Mark Hamill. He's listening.
Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conroy's a pip. I met him like during the 9/11 relief efforts, and he was like a really super good dude. He was like working in a soup kitchen at the time, I believe, but a friend who was down there, I went to go visit and help out for a couple of days, and he's like, oh yeah, this is the guy who does the voice of Batman. I'm like, bullshit. And he's like, no, I am Vengeance. I'm the Night. I'm like, holy shit, it's the voice of Batman. So it was really kind of cool.
Well, I don't think we can at all top that for a story now.
I'm just thinking
I got
about
nothing.
that.
I'm sorry.
I think, what was it? The BlizzCon video of all the voice actors for Overwatch just going around and talking as their characters, but like as people, you know? I can't speak words good now.
Yeah.
You know which one I mean?
My kid actually made me watch that movie because he loves Overwatch. He just started playing like 3 weeks ago, so he's become mildly obsessed with it, and like most 9-year-olds. And he wanted me to see what the guy who looked like Torbjorn looked like, and I'm like, oh, okay, I know who that guy is. And he goes, yeah, he keeps saying things like bolted cord. I'm like, awesome. But Jacoby's pro tracer at the moment, though he's been playing Roadhog in Elimination against other people, and like he's been wrecking people in Elimination, and I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I should probably stop you from playing this game now because you're better than I am.
I am very bad at Overwatch.
I am absolutely terrible at Overwatch. But I think out of sheer loyalty to Britain, I forced myself to play Tracer. No one else. She can teleport. It's like
There isn't a Canadian one.
There's not. I thought, no, there's not at all. Invent one. Just
Captain Canuck. Throws beavers at people, I don't know. Wears a moose's head. Jesus, I don't know.
these designs will be submitted to Blizzard now. No, we should probably
Throw money at me.
We should probably say goodbye before the fearless leader is dragged cruelly away from us.
Just send some distance to the gulag or something.
No, not the gulag. I hate the gulag. It's the worst.
You run it. You're the leader. It's fine.
Oh, that I'm good, I guess. I don't know. Tinks does a lot of this stuff for me, actually, believe it or not, on the site. But we've been kind of sharing duties with it lately.
It's the power behind the throne. I see.
I'm not afraid to admit it.
I feel like there's some sort of philosophical quote about behind every good man. But I don't know it off the top of my head, so... Behind...
I think there is as well. I don't know.
Behind every good man, there's a dope-ass woman.
Oh.
That means really good.
Very millennial way to say it, but in English.
I believe the actual, well, how I'll say it is, behind every good man, there's an exceptional woman who's trying to make that man a better man. So I'm very thankful that I have that.
Well, now I'm blushing for you.
So cute.
Yeah. Getting all warm. So, yes, we will say goodbye, though. Who wants to sign off first?
I'll do it. Bye, everybody. I'm Rebby. Thanks for listening. What else do I have to say? Is it it?
If you want to self-promote, feel free, or cross-promote.
Go visit ninjapancake.com. We're just pleased as punch that we have so many podcasts that are a part of it, like the show you're listening to now, and other shows like Bombshell Jackets and Geek Squatch. Geek Squatch is about 80s and 90s pop culture, and it's super good to listen to.
It's also Pancake Day, so...
Oh, it is Pancake Day. I know,
Damn,
let's go make some pancakes.
I knew I should have made that pancake reference earlier. Damn. James.
We're as pleased as pancakes?
Yes! We're as pleased as lemon and sugar to be on Ninja Pancakes. Or syrup, because you're weird and American. But yeah, no, James, do some self-promotory jazz.
Self-promotory. I'm just going to
Also,
wait, what do I need to do? Where am I? Bye! I panicked. I forgot where I was.
In your house, I hope.
Yeah, I know. I meant like where on the internet. I don't know.
Well, we'll just go with the... You
wherever.
Can find us everywhere, or I say us, more importantly Thomas, at Down to Flux on Twitter. And send us an email.
And YouTube, and Ninja Pancake, and Gmail even.
Yes.
We're fed up of getting...
Send us an email.
This is how to improve your podcast. Because clearly someone thinks we need to. And then not from Remy before anyone says that.
Yeah, it's Down to Flux TTF.
He just gives us disapproving looks.
At gmail.com or flux at ninjapancake.com. Please send us an email.
Woo.
That's right.
We really want to read questions. I feel like Luke Shoot Lane, but they at least got some questions. It was a sad time.
I'm gonna check the Gmail right now.
They got questions from
Dave, wasn't it?
Deep Fried Dave, of all people, yeah. He lost internet for like 6 months, and he couldn't do like...
He couldn't do...
Oh, he couldn't play any games online. Like, he was asking people what games they would recommend. He said, yeah, hey, I bought Diablo 3 because of you, and I love it. I'm like, oh, man, I should have probably made that correlation sooner. But, yeah, Diablo 3, you should go buy it. He's like, yeah, thanks.
Yeah, no, we have... Wait, James, you made a gasp noise. Do we actually have an email?
Only from people, or from Spreaker asking us to download their mobile app.
Woohoo! Please.
3 times, if you're wondering.
Somebody please, we are close to begging. But, and on that...
We're not even close. We are begging.
We are begging, yeah. Please, 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 please.
Grovelly note.
Yeah, on that grovelly note. Goodbye. Until next week. Or until the next guest.
Have some pancakes.